So I recently went down to Melbourne to a huge masterclass with Charlotte Tilbury, hosted by Mecca. It was amazing. It was so exciting and amazing to be in the same room as people who shared my love of makeup and skincare, and the energy was amazing. I just chatted to lots of people and it was so cool. Being there and seeing Charlotte Tilbury just reminded me of how much I love all of her products and how I've been obsessed with her since she launched her brand. Back then, I want to say it was maybe 10 years ago, maybe even more, we couldn't get it in Australia. So I spent an absolute fortune getting one of my friends over in the UK to buy me a magic cream and ship it to Australia. It was like so special when it showed up, and I coveted that. I barely used it because I wanted to keep it for special. So all of that inspiration has made me think of giving all of her skincare range, the full skincare range, a go. And it's not often that I use just a single brand. In fact, I never do. I always use different products from different brands depending on what my skin needs at the time. But I thought, let's give it a go. She's got a huge range of skincare now. I had some already and some that I already use and love. Some gaps that I had to fill in. So I've done a bit of shopping, and I thought I would show you the products that I'm going to use and give them a go for a couple of months and then check in, let you know how it's going. So let's get started. Starting with cleansers, and I had to keep myself the lid for this because I always forget what it's called. I always wear makeup and sunscreen, so I do multi-levels of cleansing. I always start with a makeup remover. So this is Take It All Off. It's a biphase, so I don't know if you can see, but there's two different types of liquid. You sort of shake it up, pop it onto a cotton pad. I will use that to take off the bulk of my makeup, especially my eye makeup and my lips, before I then go in with a balm cleanser. So balm cleanser is the Multi Miracle Glow. It's a really nice silky smooth balm. I've used this before. I've got a little mini that I'm using at the moment that's just about finished, and I love it. I will use a warm face cloth to take that off, and then I'll do a third cleanse, and this is a new product I haven't tried before, Magic Hydration Revival Cleanser. From what I can see, it feels like it's kind of a really creamy cleanser that kind of emulsifies and turns into sort of a bit of a suds and then rinses away. So that'll be the cleansing steps. I'll use the makeup remover in the balm night and the Magic Revival cleanser in the morning. I do a really light cleanse in the morning because I put quite a bit of heavy moisturising skincare on overnight, so I need to just kind of give it a bit of a freshen up in the shower. So next step will be toner. This is Glow Toner. I haven't used this before. This is an exfoliator, but it also has some niacinamide in there and a few other peptides and other ingredients. So hopefully that will help with keeping my skin clear. I get a lot of hormonal breakouts. They're particularly bad at the moment. So I'm hoping this will help just to keep that turnover happening. A couple of different serums. So for morning, I will use Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. I have used this before. It's really nice. It's kind of really smooth and silky. In fact, I've got a teeny tiny little baby bottle that I'm working through at the moment. Really nice. Sits well with all the other sort of layers of product and doesn't peel or anything like that. Leaves my skin feeling soft and dewy but not sticky, which is good because obviously there'll be some layers afterwards and I follow with makeup. So for nighttime, this is a new one for me. It's Dark Spot Correcting Radiance Recovery Serum. Give that a go. I have really bad melasma. It's hormonal. I also get bad pigmentation left behind from my breakouts. I scratch and pick at my skin. It's bad, but I do it. So I'm, interested to see how this one goes. After that, there'll be always my favorite hydration spray. This is Magic Hydrator Mist. I've been using this for a long time. I've used probably three probably. So I love it. It's really kind of light, but leaves a nice moisturization layer behind. It's a good spritzer, it's not too fine, so you don't feel like there's anything on there, but it also doesn't drown you like a hose. Then moisturisers, Magic Cream. I love this. I've been using it, as I said, for years. Since we could get it in Australia, I've been using it. Interestingly, when I first started using this, I loved it, but my skin was really oily back then, and it was quite a bit heavy for me, so I could only really use it in winter, and I could only use it really sparingly. Over the last 4 or 5 years, my skin's gotten much drier now, and takes a lot more heavy moisturising products. So I buy this in the biggest I can get. This is refillable, so you can see this has already had a good go. The little insert comes out and you just refill that. I will always have this on the go and always have a refill in my backup, so that I never run out. So I'll use that in the morning. For nighttime, they do have a Magic Night Cream, which I had used, I want to say 6, 7, maybe even longer years ago. And at that time, I didn't love it. It's really thick and balmy. It's not creamy. It's more occlusive. It's kind of like a gel balm. Back then, my skin was super oily. I didn't love this type of texture. Now, I know how to layer moisturising products and lock them in with an occlusive slugging, I suppose is the term. And I know that this will work really well for me now. So I will give this another go. And hopefully I know how to work with it better now, and I will love it, because I didn't back then, that's for sure. I think I even gave it away to somebody because I didn't love it at all. The other moisturiser that I've got is the Magic Water Cream. So this is lighter. It's a gel water cream kind of moisturiser. I will have this probably more so for summer. We're in the middle of winter in Australia at the moment, so I don't think I will need to use this right now, but I'll have it just in case if there's any days where I feel like the Magic Cream will be too heavy. But if not, I will keep it, and I'm sure it'll get a workout in summer, because in Sydney the humidity levels are next level sometimes, and I know that the Magic Cream gets too much on those really hot humid days. So haven't tried this. I've tested it on the back of my hand in the Mecca store, but never used it on my face, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Then eyes, I've got two. I have used this eye cream before. This is the Magic Eye Cream. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I liked it. It was thick, it was nice, and it was moisturising. But they've also come out, I don't want to say recently, but it's probably not, with a Cryo Recovery Eye Serum, which has kind of got that kind of cool tip that sort of helps to awaken. My under eyes are a lot drier now than they used to be, so I think I can probably either use one morning and night, or maybe even on days where I'm particularly dry and crepey, before I put my makeup on. I might use both. I'll give it a go and see. And then, of course, every day without fail, I will use a lip oil or a lip balm of some description. I use it morning and night. At night, I put a really thick, heavy layer on to sort of repair what's going on overnight. And in the morning, I put this on while I'm doing my makeup. So I'll put a decent layer on while I'm doing the rest of my makeup, and then kind of sort of, just wipe it off before I go in with whatever my lip products are that I'm going to be wearing for the day. It helps just to sort of hydrate and get everything prepared for, lipstick application. I like wearing really bright, vibrant, quite heavy matte lipsticks, and if your lips are not in good condition, it doesn't look so great. I will also do a body cream every day. I try and do it every day, depends. Sometimes if I'm running out of time in the morning, I skip that step, but I use it like on my chest area, my elbows and my legs. So I will be giving the Magic body cream a go. I've never used this. It feels like it's kind of going to be similar to the face cream in that it's kind of silky and smooth and quite moisturising and rich. So looking forward to giving it a go. As I said, it's winter here at the moment, so that heavy, thicker moisture is very welcome. So there's a few other treatment type products that I've got that I will be including as well. So the immediate eye revival patches, I've had these ever since they launched, and I love them. I will use them mostly at night, kind of if I'm just sitting on the couch watching TV, I'll have them on. Sometimes I will also put them on in the morning before I do my makeup, again, if my under eyes are a little bit tired or need a bit of a pep. These are really good because they've got great hydration and they leave a nice level of hydration behind, but they're not slippy, so you can stick them on and they stay in place even if you're moving around. Some of the really juicy ones just slide down your cheeks, and I hate that. It annoys the daylights out of me. These don't do that. They hold in place really well. I could probably sleep with these even. I haven't, but I reckon you probably could. The other thing that is going to be new to me is Super Radiance Resurfacing Facial. This is an exfoliator, AHAs, BHAs and PHAs. The instructions say to use this once a week. I have got pretty resilient skin. I do pretty heavy exfoliation and prescription tretinoin almost every day. I've used quite astringent exfoliants in the past, like Biologique Recherche Lotion P50, and my skin tolerates that quite fine. So I think I could probably use this more frequently, but I'll start slowly just because I'm introducing a whole lot of new stuff at the same time. I'll start slowly and see how it goes, but yeah, exfoliation is pretty key for me to help clear congestion. So a couple of masks, both of which I've used before and absolutely loved. The Goddess Skin Clay Mask. I don't use a clay mask all that often anymore. I use it sometimes if I've got a bit of build-up or even like a spot treatment. I find it really, this one especially, really good as a bit of a spot treatment. If I've got one of those really kind of under the surface annoying breakouts that just doesn't want to go away, kind of a big blob of this, and let it sort of sit even overnight. It tends to help just kind of draw it up, clear it out, whatever the right terminology is. And of course, the Instant Magic Facial, the dry sheet mask. I love these. I don't buy them often though because they are quite expensive. But they're really great for prepping your skin if you've got like an event. Very recently, one of my very good friends got married and I was bridesmaid. I used this in the morning before my makeup just to really give me a nice base, a nice hydrated, plump base. It's dry, which is unusual. It takes a bit of getting used to. If you're used to sheet masks that are really juicy, it feels a little bit weird and looks super scary. But it's got sort of infused within the mask it feels like something that kind of releases. So you kind of put the mask on and then give yourself a really good massage over the top and you can actually feel it releasing. You can actually use it a couple of times. So after you've sort of done the massage and left it on for a bit of time, you can kind of take it off and put it back in the pouch and use it a few times. I think mostly I use them 2 or 3, never any more than that, because then I don't feel like they've got the goodness in them anymore. So we'll give it a go. I'll report back in a couple of months and see how everything's going. I've taken some before photos of my skin without makeup on so we can see whether it's different, good, bad or indifferent. Yeah, so let's give it a go. Let's see how it goes. I'm actually wearing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury makeup today as well. So I've got the details of that coming up in another video if you're interested. Talk soon.